the sun is shining 24/7. Cause when we're together, it feels like we're in heaven. If it will get dark, you'll be my million stars. I know I can lean on you.
I should have a ritual whenever we do a podcast. Clean my face, my makeup. I don't have makeup, but Phoebe looks good. Very good.
Finally, I got makeup.
No, she always looked good, but she looks good on camera with all the whole makeup and everything. All right, so let's get this whole show. Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Louis, and this is Phoebe.
Hi, I'm Phoebe.
Today, let's talk about Nigeria.
Nigeria, 这是大家都很好奇的一个主题。
Yeah, so the reason why I want to talk about Nigeria, if you guys don't already know,
You talk too fast.
If you guys don't already know, my mom is Nigerian again, and my dad is Taiwanese. So I got a very interesting perspective. I mean, live half of my life in Nigeria, and the other half right now, almost the second half of my life now in Taiwan. Mm-hmm. So I'm 39, I guess. And I spent 22 years in Nigeria. So soon I'll spend as much time in Taiwan as I've spent in Nigeria. And I think I can share some interesting perspective. And then Phoebe has been to Nigeria before.
对，我跟他去奈及利亚，我就是在那边待了大概1年，然后有一些我觉得在那边看到蛮特别的事情，想跟大家一起分享。
Yeah, so we're still working on our podcast. So as we go ahead, we want to talk about different topics that we've written down. The first topic is so immature. So let's talk about culture, okay? And then we will talk about culture from Phoebe's perspective and then my perspective.
Okay.
All right. So what do you think of Nigerian culture, Phoebe?
I think Nigerian culture is like people are very nice and they try to greet you everywhere you go. 像我在路上，如果有小朋友看到我，他们是直接会跟我说，Good morning, ma. Good afternoon, ma. Ma 就是 Madam. Yeah. 所以我觉得那是我在台湾甚至在其他国家没有看过的。
So basically, Phoebe's talking about the culture of like greetings and respect for your elders, and this is very prevalent in Nigeria. So when you meet people that are younger than you, they always greet. So it could be a hello, hi, good morning, sir, good morning, ma'am. With that at the end is very important because that is just how we were brought up. That is why. Since I came to Taiwan, people are quite like, sometimes I think I scare people because I always start with a greeting, no matter I know you or not, and that might be a bit too forward because, for example, in the elevator, people don't want to talk. I mean, usually don't want to talk in the elevator, but you know, if I'm seeing you for the first time, I'll say hi, hello, you know, good morning, whatever. This is how I was brought up, and it's embedded in the culture. That's one of the first things you will notice.
Yes.
Is everybody greeting.
Do you think it's also because there's a British influence behind it?
No, I think that, I don't know how it is in the UK because I haven't lived there. I've been there, but I haven't lived there. But in Nigeria, the reason I'm saying good morning and good afternoon is because that's what my mom asked me to do. So growing up, you have parents, the way that you have like tough Asian parents, you also have tough African parents, you know. So they're watching your every move. They want to excel in life. But one of the things they would tell you, like when my mom would always say, when somebody walks in the room, be the first one to greet. Yeah. Right? So she will ask me to greet the person. So if someone walks into the room right now and my mom is in that room and maybe sometimes they brought us something like toys or something. So I might be too excited and I just forget to greet. And then you know what happens? I get that look.
That look.
So it's kind of like my mom's eyes, she doesn't hit us. Her eye is the scariest thing ever. She just give you that one look, like you know what to do. Immediately you're like, good morning, ma. Good morning, sir. Or like, you know. So that is a big part of the culture. Yeah, greetings.
Yeah.
And then the other thing in the culture that is, I guess I'm trying to think where this comes from because Nigerians are very helpful, especially if you become a bit more wealthy. say, because most people in Africa will say live under $2. That's what the whole the UN is saying. Like most people in Africa, even in Nigeria, they're really, really poor people. But if you are the first one in your family to be a little bit
somebody
better,
yeah.
maybe not really rich, but just people give, people support families is very different, and that's a culture that you can't really find elsewhere. I guess some other places in Africa, like there's always that need to help people when you get into a better place.
Yeah. 这个是真的，我有亲身感受，因为我到奈及利亚的时候，第一件事我记得第2天还第3天，然后 Louis 就带我去一个面包店，然后我那时候很开心看到面包店，因为不是吐司，是面包，是卖可颂，是卖什么什么可以选的那种面包，它就是一个柜子一个柜子，然后那时候每一个柜子里面的服务人员就问我说 Hi, something for your sister. 然后我一直不了解，我想说他怎么知道我有姐姐？然后下一个柜子一样的问题 ，something for your sister。后来我问了 Louis， 我才知道说，哦，他的意思说他自称她是我的姐妹，那我可不可以给她一些钱？那后来其实一开始心里不是很好的感觉，因为觉得你为什么要跟我要钱？但是我后来懂了，因为就像他说的 ，If you are in a better place, you need to help people. Yeah, I think this is very important.
So what she was asking you for is not really to say, because in the sense of like if you go to the States, then you get to tip people when you buy stuff. But there's no tipping culture in Nigeria, so usually, if you got change, if you see someone in need, you would just
help.
I always say this, right? See, this just brings me to the same topic, right?
Yeah.
We open a cafe. In Nigeria, if you open a cafe, it will be your friends and people that know you. They would want to support you as much as they can, so they will bring people in. And those who are in a better position than you, what they will do is they will pay for all those people just so that they can come to try whatever and just support you, right? So not just that, when they get the bill, they're like, especially if you're a woman. So especially if you're a woman. Women, not women in like, okay, so for example, if I had a friend, right, and Phoebe opened a business, they're going to come there. They're going to spend money. They're also going to bring their friends to spend money. They eventually pay, and they will pay more than what the bill says. So let's say the bill is 1,000 NT. They will pay 1,200. It's something that you see so often in Nigeria. It's kind of like people in better position trying to support others because we know how difficult things are.
Yeah.
This was lived it.
这是真的
It's really embedded in the culture. Yeah.
是真的，因为我在那边好像还蛮少出到钱，每次出去好像都会有人请我们吃饭之类的。
Yeah, so I think I think culture. There's a lot of things in culture we can talk about, and I think this episode should just focus on culture.
Yeah. Okay.
So in the next episode we can say something else. So there are a lot of cultures we can you can come up with some. There's this culture of because everyone knows where they come from, right? Most people will come from, not everyone's wealthy, right? So you come from a family that is not, that wealthy, right? So the culture there is, look, I need to be somebody. So at an early age, 16, 17, people are starting to want to leave their home, to go try to do somebody, be an apprentice, work for somebody, go to school, try to be a doctor, a nurse. You see that very prevalent because they're not trying to, get they're not really still pulling from their parents. They're still trying to do things independently because they know I might be the one opportunity for my family to be out of poverty. Yeah?
Yeah.
In a society like Nigeria where people are poor,
I think the rich and poor gap is very big, really big.
This helps a lot. It just helps. And there are a lot more entrepreneurs. There are a lot more people who are successful because there's something driving them, the need to succeed for the people around you, your family, your village, you get it? That's embedded in the culture. So I went to boarding school. And after boarding school, I was doing some business. I've shared that before. And that's in high school, even junior high school. Mm-hmm. And after that, I went to college, and I stayed in college, and I tried to do things even while I was in college. I was doing some trading. So I think there's a lot of this embedded in that culture of Nigeria of trying to exceed. And then when you come here in the East, I feel it's more, people needing parents, family support.
You mean in the east side of Nigeria?
So depending on no, I mean in Taiwan.
Asia.
East
okay.
means Asia. Yeah.
Okay. Because Nigeria is too big, so
Nigeria
I
is
thought
big.
he's talking about the east.
I guess the culture in Nigeria drives a lot of things. Of course, with every country, there's good culture and there's bad culture, but
Let's talk about the positive
Let's talk about the positive
because
parts.
we want to be positive. 我觉得他讲的是真的蛮，因为他们很肯做，所以我印象比较深刻。虽然你看到那个现场，你可能会觉得会会心一笑。就是我们刚到奈及利亚的时候，然后就去买了床垫，因为要搬新的家嘛。然后那时候那个床垫大概是 California King 那个 size， 然后我就想说，哇，这么大的床垫，他们怎么送？他说 Don't worry， 然后马上就有一个人，他就直接说，你可以送吗？他说可以。结果你知道他怎么把床垫送到我们家吗？我们家开车从床垫的地方到回家的路上，可能要大概10-15分钟吧，因为奈及利亚太大了，所以我们就在那10-15分钟的路程当中，就想说，他应该等一下就来，开着车会进来之类。没有他是直接用那个
Twitter.
How do you call that?
It's like it's actually a Twitter. It's just
对它，但是这个推车是放那些水泥啊、砖头的那种两轮的
I forgot
一轮的推车。
It's a wheelbarrow.
Yeah,
you want to know what?
the barrel.
Wheelbarrow. Wheelbarrow.
他就是用那个单独独轮的推车把床垫放在上面，然后就这样推到我们家。结果我们到家想说他怎么还没来，就1个小时后他才就是满头大汗的过来。他就是为了把这个床垫送到我们这，所以任何的工作他都愿意做。可是我当然不是说台湾人很懒惰，而是台湾的生活可能比较的安逸，所以我在那边看到的是他们很肯做的那个样子，让我有一点感动。然后虽然有一点好笑，不过你会觉得哇，如果是我做得来吗？
Yeah, so
对，这个很印象深刻。
Phoebe is trying to think that like we do. I think I don't know if this is a good thing because it's like when we move houses as well. Like I'm not trying to save money, but I just think that Phoebe have suffered for the past 10 years since she met me. It's
因为我认识他一直在搬家。
Yeah, because we change. If we move from a house to another house, we're basically just packing everything ourselves, and we do it in one day.
其实不是
maximum 2 days.
No,
but most of the time,
moving
one
is
day.
mostly your job. He's
Yeah.
the one. 他是大力
Moving
士
and packing.
He has a lot of power. He can carry the whole sofa by himself. There's nothing he cannot carry. So I never worry about like I can't carry anything or something because Louis can always solve the problem.
Yeah. So back to the culture is when you don't have much, you will try to do as much as you can.
Yes, I agree. I agree.
So the guy who with the wheelbarrow pushed that very heavy mattress, that's super heavy. And he would just put it on his back and bring it upstairs. And that guy maybe earned, I've forgotten how much.
1,000. And we
not
gave him
NT
more.
dollars, 1,000 naira.
Naira.
You have to divide that by, now it's like 20. So if you divide it by 20, it's like
50 NT.
对. So it's ridiculous amount. and then when he, I think we gave him more money.
And then we gave him a Coke to drink. And he
because
was
he's
so
sweating,
happy.
Yeah. And then when he comes in, he's looking for, because he knows where he's from. He knows maybe there's another opportunity here, right? Maybe this guy can help me with more opportunity if he sees how hardworking I am. So basically, he has said, oh, look, are there other things you would want me to do for you. You know,
Yeah.
there's this. It's just in the culture. It's not saying that there aren't many like well-off people and wealthy people, but those people help the other people who are less fortunate.
Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah.
But
That's
I
part
think
of
the
it.
most important thing is they're very willing to try. Like in Nigeria, 我觉得我看到很多 entrepreneurs.
Yes,
They are very
entrepreneurs.
good at like trying new things, and then they're not afraid, or you know, if there's opportunity, they go for it. 这个是让我觉得印象真的是蛮深刻的。
Yeah, exactly.
对。
If you look at Nigeria right now, they said Nigeria has the biggest number of tech startups.
Wow.
Yeah. So in
Seriously?
Africa, yep. Yeah.
Wow.
And then if you look at the music industry, which is something we're going to cover in another topic, the music industry have a lot of people that have come out of poverty, come out of the ghetto.
Oh yes, music.
Yeah. So come out of the ghetto and become someone. And then because that's culture in us, they've gotten to a level where they're world class and they're well known all over the world. And so when you look at Nigerian music, you can talk about people like Wizkid, right? These people, they're from really from zero to hero, from the bottom to the top. And they always give back to their community. They're very generous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
讲到这个，我让大家了解一下，因为奈及利亚的音乐在近几年非常的受欢迎，然后他们也跟很多就是欧美的一些歌手有合作啊之类的，所以你如果最近听到很多都会有 Afro beats 在里面。对，这个是我们还蛮值得探讨。We can have a topic for this.
Yeah. So the other culture is basically like one of the things Phoebe thinks like in Nigeria there aren't many infrastructure, so you cannot say there are good roads. There's always traffic,
power issues.
There's electricity is not steady.
Yeah.
So there's all these issues that supposed to be solved by the government, but they aren't. So basically, people need to find a way to be happy and keep their life going, right?
Yeah.
So now there's that culture of, look, it's not the worst thing that could happen.
Yeah.
Right? And people still have that spirit to live happily and move forward. You know, that's why music is a big part of the culture.
Yes, music. Everywhere you go.
Yeah, because that is the thing. So that makes people, you know, live past those difficulties of staying in traffic for 3, 4, 5, 6 hours, not having nice warm water to shower when you come back home.
Yeah.
Not having electricity at night when the weather is so humid and hot.
This is something I want to talk about, so save it for me.
Okay. So Phoebe want to talk about this, I just passed the mic.
So as we're talking about being happy, 这个我觉得是在他们身上我学到最重要最大的一个优点，然后是非常我觉得我很欠缺的。我那时候我在奈及利亚，我大概到的时候，我记得我们是过年那一阵子才飞过去，然后到了的时候刚好遇到他们就是政局在交换，就选新的总统，所以所有政局都很乱，然后又遇到闹油荒，石油的油荒，所以买不到汽油，然后买不到汽油，因为奈及利亚当地的基本建设没有那么好，那就没有电，你就不能发电，发电机需要吃油嘛，所以我那一年我记得印象很深刻，我的生日5月的时候，我跟路易说我的愿望就是50 gallon of gas. Remember
Petrol,
that? Yeah. And then he said, okay, he will try.
So you can imagine in a country where Nigeria is the 6th largest oil producer, but refining oil for 200 million people is not enough. So there's always this people playing with the market, you know, and that causes scarcity. And when there's scarcity, there's no gas. When there's no gas, there's
No power.
things stop to function, okay?
Yeah, basically.
Because you know, unlike in Taiwan, you can get on a metro or something. You need to take the bus. Those bus guys, they need to find a way to get gas. You need to drive your car somewhere. So to drive your car, you can't really go to work. You can't. The basic amenities, because like we have boreholes, So you got to get your own, like the public water system doesn't work. So, but you need to get water from under the ground,
水
right?
井啊，
Like if you are wealthy,
对。
you can have one in your. Now, if you need to get water there, you need electricity to get that water. So it's not. It is so. It affects so much.
对，所以
Because
我那
electricity, just not having electricity means depending on fossil fuel, and that makes everything very difficult.
Yes.
Yeah.
然后
So
我
it's
那
really stuck in
那
the
个
mind.
时候就是因为我自己生日，我就觉得我为什么生日过得这么可怜，哪里都不能去。然后我就跟路易说，我说我想回家。他说好啊，你要回家的话，我看一下车子好像还有油吧。你如果真的决定的话，你就打包，然后我就送你去机场，然后我们马上买机票回台湾。然后那个时候我就在想，我3天没有洗澡。因为那家当时很热，就是坐着就会流汗的那种，没有电，没有办法抽水，然后没有洗澡，没有头就算了，就是真的是大油头，就觉得自己很可怜，我想要回家了。结果后来呢，当我下楼，因为我们那时候有一个 production company， 我就看到我们的员工，他们是连下一餐在哪都不知道的人。结果你知道他们在做什么吗？就是那天很暗，因为也傍晚了。没有电，没有灯，他们就坐在那边唱歌、弹吉他、跳舞、听音乐。
Yeah.
对，然后我就觉得他们的下一餐都在哪都不知道，我到底在担心什么？所以我觉得那个 the happiness is so important in everybody. You have to like try to make life easier because it's so stressful there.
Yeah, that's basically what we're saying, that a big part of the culture is music. And music is one of the things that let you forget your sorrows. Like, so there's a lot of party music. There's a lot of music. That's how people just get by, music. One big thing is music.
Yes.
The other thing is religion.
Yeah, religion.
Yeah. So if you think about the culture here, right? You know, the culture there is also like, everybody's looking forward to Sunday because on Sunday is when they on Sunday is where they go for their fashion show. They gotta they gotta try on their new because they've been working. It's so stressful, you know. So on Sunday you need to put on your new attire and go to church.
You have to look good.
You have to look good, right? So that's for Christians, right? And Muslims as well. They have their own way because I grew up in a Christian family and I kind of grew up in a Christian region. So this is what I've experienced. It's like the happiness comes from those music and just going to church and singing praise and dancing. Also back to the music again. Because then when you think about like how to be happy, if you see them jumping and dancing, but the problem is they're jumping and dancing and singing, but with zero money in their pocket. You know, they probably give some offerings to the church, right? But still, that's probably the last dough they have, and with the hope that, you know, things will get better. So now they have to marry and enjoy. So big part of the culture, you know, it's just trying to stay happy and survive, you know, living in a place that things don't work. You know, you just have to people say if you live there, you just have to have everything work for you. Have to be in this small, like if you want to, you have to have everything work for you. You have to have your own electricity, your own way of transportation, your own water supply.
It's like your own country. Make everything comfortable.
Everything just needs to work for you because you're not going to depend on the government to do anything for you. So people now fall back to music and religion. Yeah. And then, of course, sometimes occasionally go out to have a drink with friends and chat. Sometimes they don't even have money to have a drink. They just sit there and chat.
因为一定会有人付钱。
Yeah, that's another thing in the culture, right? So when people come to our cafe here, they sit down, you order your stuff. You're not gonna expect the person next to you to chat with you, right?
No.
And it's like, we've met a lot of people at the bar.
Yeah.
And if that person end up making your day a bit better
or happy, just make you laugh.
I mean, I will pay. It's not so expensive. Like I will pay for me and for the person I just met. it happens all the time. Because,
Isn't that the reason why they're always so entertaining?
Yeah. So I feel like to be in this position where you can receive those freebies, you got to be really entertaining and really nice to talk to.
对，因为我们真的去酒吧，就是真的是压力很大嘛，因为每天都很忙，很多事情，然后很多无谓的琐事。去 bar 放松一下，隔壁的人在聊天，他讲的你知道肢体语言跟着一起啊，我想说哇。怎么这么就是精彩？后来我问他，我说：“哎，就这样闲聊起来，隔壁桌，我说：哎，你说的这件事情，你自己经历过吗？”他说：“没有啊，我也是听朋友讲的。”所以我就觉得哇，他们可以把它形容得很生动。
Yeah, people are a bit more, how to say, dramatic in their expressions. They want to show it more because. I guess it's also the part of trying to stay happy because when I talk about something, I would say, look.
我常常跟他说，你小声一点。对，可是他常常会忘记。
Because you get so excited, you're like, so it's like it's crazy. So this is how people have to. I still think this back to the same thing is the culture not being able to have something makes you try to figure out how to get by the whole day.
Yeah.
So you have to keep yourself happy. So most times you get a lot of people.
It's true.
Yeah.
That is so true.
I mean, it's really. She was just talking about working. It's all over the world, right? When you tell people, okay, this is what we're going to do. People start to question you. Like when you have some idea or you have work, but when you tell a Nigerian, this is tomorrow, we need to move this house out of this structure out of here. Yeah. And they know that you are going to pay them afterwards. By tomorrow, this house is out of here.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, so there's no in between to think about it. It's just like when you tell them, okay, we got to do this. They say, where, when, how? I mean, what do I need to bring? Fast. People know where they come from. So they put a lot of effort. And this is a testament to living in a country where Taiwan is things are so relaxed and so good that people are not really worried so much. But people are thinking about how to not to eat tomorrow's meal, but the next meal means tonight. When I finish work today, how do I put something in my stomach before the next day? You know, how do I so they're always on the move and ready to go.
对，这是很愿意做，就跟台湾的生活不太一样。我们可能太安逸，然后很多东西都安排好了，也不用担心水啊，不用担心电。但在那边那些都是每天要想，你要想一想，你睡到一半，你家里没有仆人的话，你要起床，然后去把发电机关掉。对，就是这些事情，很琐碎、很小的事，可是它会占据了你每天的生活。然后你开车可能要去工作，明明是15分钟车程，你却要开到3个小时。对，就是那个塞车真的不夸张，就是这样子。
And you know, there's something called Nigerian time.
Nigerian time.
People take advantage of it, but it's true. There's something called Nigerian time, and then it's the time people are not on time, but most of the time it's because of all these hiccups that not being maybe fuel scarcity or traffic jam or something happened.
Yeah.
But now, of course, some people take advantage of this. Well, oh, look, I was in traffic jam because everybody knows there's traffic jam. So if I want to go to, say I have an appointment by 9 o'clock in the morning, okay? And I know I'm going to meet rush hour before 9 o'clock. I probably will leave the house around 5:30 just to pass. It should take me 25 or 30 minutes to get there. But now I'm giving myself a buffer for 3 hours because really the traffic jam is that bad. So now I am used to this. But some people's like, look, man, 3 hours, so they just try to get there because maybe that thing is not really worth it. So they just try to get there and then they give you an excuse and then we say it's Nigerian time. So if you want to, that's also a culture thing.
Is that why you're always trying to be so paranoid about time? Because he's really punctual.
So
He
I'm
always
very punctual.
arrives early, a lot earlier.
No, I think that's part of my training. And when I went to school, I went to a boarding school, and the boarding school was owned by a retired soldier, a colonel, and we didn't have electronic timers. Same is the problem. No electricity. We had bells, like the big ding dong bells, and then we have prefects that would ring those bells. So everything is done with time. So to eat is also time. Then I gotta go eat. Things like that. I think that keeps me punctual. But yeah, there's something called Nigerian time, and that's being late for something. It's sometimes good, sometimes not good, but you gotta have to prepare for that, and that's something in the culture. It's unavoidable because there's traffic jam and there's all these hiccups we've been talking about.
Yeah, that's true. 我记得就是他们每个人讲话都还蛮好笑的，所以很多事情就是你都会觉得然后就会心一笑。像我们有一次就去市中心的那个 market 去买布，因为我喜欢他们的非洲布，然后我们就司机就送我们到那，他就走了，然后他就去停车。就我们在问他在哪里的时候，你知道他跟我们说什么？他说 I'm under a tree.Do you remember? And then when you look at it, there's like 20, maybe 50 or 100 trees around. Yeah. So there are so many little things that there. 我觉得对我来说，去奈甲的这段旅程最特别的，虽然很辛苦，但是它是我印象最深刻的一次旅行。当然不是因为它，是因为这边所有的东西跟这些人，然后这些快乐的小小的事情。How long has it been? Is it like 7 years?
For what?
Nigeria, 10 years.
2015. When you went?
Yeah.
2015 is not 10 years, not 7.
Oh, okay. 7 years.
This is the 7th year.
But it's seriously the most impressive travel I have done.
I really wanted to take Phoebe there because I want her to see a different part of life, because things are so easy here in Taiwan.
真的。
It's really so easy and convenient. Like
他说的 easy 是你真的是饿不死的那种。
Not just that, it's like you want to go to school? There's a school right there. Like you don't need to drive 3 hours.
Yeah.
You want to go to get you just need an extra pack of tissue. It's right there.
Yeah.
Phoebe need to use the restroom on the highway. When you come on the highway in Taiwan, there's this exit. There's the exit, right?
Because I was working in another county.
So
and then we have to drive. If there's no traffic, it's about like 40 minutes. But every time when I finish work, coming back home, it take me. Can you imagine how many hours?
5 hours, right?
4 or 5 hours to drive back home, rather than 40 minutes.
So she needs to use the bathroom.
I have to pee in the car. What can I do?
So where's the bathroom?
Yeah.
You can't stop the car and go pee on the side of the road because there's a traffic jam and everybody's trying to get home.
Yes.
There are 5, 6, 7, 8 lanes of cars trying to go. You can't be the one to stop that. So what do?
And
for me, Phoebe got the plastic bag from the driver because she had the driver take her. And the driver was like, hey, double it. Because he knows that if you don't double it,
it will leak.
Because the plastic bags are really light and cheap, so they break and you just piss all over the car.
Yeah.
So now she has to double it, and she just bend in the back of the car and just pee in the back of the car.
They went off the
jam.
car. Let me pee inside the car, and then we have to double the plastic bag so that it doesn't leak. 是真的，这是真的事情。
Yeah, this reminds me. But for men, it's easier.
Yes, they just pee in the cup or a bottle.
Look, it's bad because in Nigeria, it's like. Every time you want to pee, right? It's so last minute that you cannot hold. Like you can basically hold it. You get what you are. But if you really, really cannot hold it, and you don't have any solution, you just wind down the window. They ask the hawker to sell you like a bottle of Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
So now you gotta drink it up to pee it into it. So you gotta finish the Coke and then you pee into the Coke.
It's true.
And
there was one time it's not enough.
Phoebe was sitting next to me. I said, Phoebe,
I cannot
I
stop.
have too much pee. I cannot stop. And
是真的。
And then Phoebe
尿
had it-
太多了，
Phoebe-
一瓶可乐
I
放不
fill
下。
the Coke bottle, I fill it up, and she gave me another one. If not, I have to swap it quickly and then fill like half of that one. So I have a bottle and a half of piss in the car. I'm sorry, these things are really funny. They're just
But
like,
it's true.
So when you go home, what are you going to do? You just put music. I'm like, okay, the day's over.
Yeah.
Let me just enjoy myself. So
Yeah.
this is why they have this culture of, because there's so much happening throughout the day.
对。
And, you know, it's like we got to come back, bring ourselves down, you know, those stress, bring it down a notch, you know, just to feel better. So
Yeah.
I guess that's enough for today because we don't want to hit, I think we've hit 30 minutes already.
We have more to share in
Yeah.
the future episodes.
We can talk about Nigeria more. If you want to hear if you want to know more about Nigeria, like we can go into the fashion industry and the music industry or
Yeah.
the movie industry, which is probably one of the biggest in the world. Then just let us know which one you want to hear first. But
Yes.
then this can be a series of things about Nigeria.
Okay.
So I hope you guys have learned something about Nigeria today. But until next time,
Yeah.
bye.
Bye.
Shout out to Purple Cafe
Oh,
for
yeah.
letting us use the space. Purple Cafe is our cafe that sells Nigerian food by the high-speed train station in Taoyuan. I
Come
need to learn how to
try.
do this all the time. I think I'm high on caffeine. Bye-bye.